Two runners manage to break away from the pack, and they're nearing the finish line. But the stakes are high, and one pushes the other out of the way. He falls, he breaks his leg, and the other one finishes first, and he wins. And that narrative can be from any track meet, any stadium. But surprisingly, it's a Mishnah in Maseches Yuma, describing the Kohanim running up the Mizbeach to see who would merit, who would have the privilege of doing the first avodah of the day, the Trumas Hadeshen, the removal of some of the ash from the Mizbeach. V'lavash haKohen midovad u'michnas eivad ilbasha b'Yisrael, he put on his garments. V'rimes hadeshen asher tochal lo'ich es olam Mizbeach, and he took off some of the ashes from the korban olah that was on the Mizbeach. V'samo eitz al Mizbeach, and he put it next to the Mizbeach, next to the altar. What was so special about this avodah? Why such fierce competition, so fierce that Chazal, after seeing this incident that took place, they banned the practice of relying on a race to see who would get there first to be able to do it. It was too dangerous. They needed a new system for the Shumas Hadeshen. There's no competition like this in my house to take out the garbage. So what's going on? And furthermore, it wasn't even fully taken out. It was taken and was put in on the ramp. Every so often they had to do Hotzas Hadeshen, where they would take it completely out, removal of the ash. It wasn't removed, it was laid down gently on the eastern part of the Mizbeach. And it had to happen every day, even if there was still room for more ashes on the Mizbeach. Why? What was so fundamental? Why did this have to happen each and every day? And why does this have to be the first avodah of each day? Rav Hirsch explains beautifully that although on the surface it appears that the Trumas Hadeshen is the first avodah, the first type of work that had to be done by the Kohanim each and every day, the first sacrificial work, it's actually the culmination, the final avodah of the previous day. It concluded the daily service in the Mikdash, and that's why it had to be done each and every day. Even if there wasn't much ash on the Mizbeach, it wasn't the janitorial avodah to start the day clean. It was the Hotzas Hadeshen, removal of the ash. That was only necessary when there was too much. This was part and parcel of the day's avodah, and it was a necessary closing step. So why wasn't it done at the end of every night? Why was it only done the next morning when the new day started? And there's a beautiful message tucked away here. Hashem reveals through the Trumas Hadeshen that today's mission is not new. It's to carry out with fresh, renewed energy the very mission that we accomplished yesterday. The missions are connected, they overlap. The approach, the excitement has to be fresh. But we stand upon what came before us. That's what they were running to do. That's why the new day starts with taking out the old ash, no matter what happened yesterday. There's room on the Mizbeach. It doesn't matter, because these Kohanim are doing the same avodah that their fathers and their grandfathers each day had done. And it overlaps and creates a beautiful chain. But they run with enthusiasm to bring their new energy and add their own link. And that's also the beauty of the Yom Tov of Pesach, Habo Aleinu L'Tova. To sit with family, Baruch Hashem this year, with at least some family for many people, with other Jews around the Pesach table, to connect to the past. It's the Seder we've been doing for so many generations, so many Haggadahs, so many stories, and they'll overlap and we'll interact. But we bring new energy and we bring new excitement. Each time, new Divrei Torah, but it's the same goal. Grandparents, great-grandparents, parents, children, generations can sit together, realizing we stand on the shoulders of those who came before us. And we work together to add our new links to that chain. How fortunate we are to have this Pesach coming up, to build the bonds, to keep the chain going, and that hopefully in the days ahead, the service of the Mikdash will be able to return with the Trumas Hadeshen each day, and with the Korban Pesach, and with all those Karbanos being brought, and giving us that opportunity to get close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, is the Geula Shlema B'Mheira V'Yameinu. Amen.